Okay, let's continue. Lecture on B, definition and properties of the torsion. You see, you follow this derivation, it's quite easy, the sequence. So you just put a paper on your side and just copy, you see, because the derivation is quite simple. Now, first, skew symmetry. Txy is equal minus Tyx. So the torsion is skew symmetric. And definition of torsion, as we defined in the previous lecture, Txy, you see that's covariant derivative, and this is a Lie bracket. And Txy is equal minus Tyx. This was derived on the lecture 11a. See. Now, expansion of torsion this is a function that belongs to the C infinity m. You see, this behaves smoothly. That's why f belongs to this space here. That f is a function, is a scalar. So let's compute the torsion of fxy. You just follow, you see, just quite easy. So this is term 1, term 2, and term 3. You see, you just copy and follow. That's quite easy. There is no problem. You see, this is a derivation. So this you apply here, the Leibniz rule. It's the product rule from calculus. You see, that's then you write on the right hand side. You see, you just develop this function times x. X is a vector which varies. Okay, that's why you can apply the product rule. That's good. So term 3, you see, you just now the Lie bracket. Look, the focus here is only the Lie bracket. Again, you expand. So this is fxy minus yf of x, because f is a variable, is a function that varies, and x is a vector field that varies. So that's why you can write just over here, just easy. You see? Now substitute back tf x comma y. You just substitute terms 1, 2, and 3. And this leads to this relation here. I put the blue parenthesis just to emphasize, see, this minus sign here and this minus sign over there. So now distribute the minus sign. You see that you distribute here. This leads to this expression here. Please write and see it. There is no question. See? Now this term here cancel with this term over here. So then you can write the torsion of xy. This is just, I put f here and this red parenthesis. And this leads to the t fxy is f txy. This is a linearity, okay? This linear operator here, t, okay, the torsion is linear, you see, because this fxy is f torsion of x and y. This is a linearity characteristic. Now let's obtain the expansion of t, fx, and gy. F and g belongs to these smooth functions, C infinity of m. Then I compute. You see, I just apply the definition of the torsion. You see, these are the covariant derivative, and this is the Lie bracket. You see, just to substitute the vector x by f of f applied to x and vector y of g applied to y. See, that's why you obtain here again. You see term 1, let's put here. See, again, term 1, term 2, and term 3. You see, exactly what we did before. You see, this here is term 1, term 2, and term 3. And now you just work individually these terms over here. So in this case, the product rule for the Lie bracket, you see the term 3 is the Lie bracket. So you just minus fg, the Lie bracket xy, minus fx applied to g, y, plus g, in this case, y applied to fx. Now you can compare, quite easy. You see, you can write this is equal 0, and you write this term is equal 0. You see, if you have a piece of paper, I will insist again, you see clearly that's why this is equal to 0. Then I'll substitute this over there, and then the remaining is fg dxy minus fg dyx minus fg the Lie bracket. You see, this fg multiplies. You see, there is a parenthesis over here. You see, this multiplies these three terms, which is the torsion. You see, that's the torsion. Conclusion: Tfx and gy is fg torsion of x and y. What this means? This means that the torsion is bilinear over functions. That is, I can write, okay, the function fg is outside the torsion x and y. So again, you see, this is chi m versus chi m. This is kind of x and y for the space, okay, the vector field. Okay, this leads to, is mapped, okay, in one vector field. As I said before, torsion, okay, is a vector of x, y, are vector fields, okay. Then you apply the definition of the torsion using x and y. This leads to a vector field. The covariant derivative and the Lie bracket, individually, they are vector field. See, that's which leads to this space here of the manifold. And this is a smooth functions, f and g, is bilinear and the skew symmetric. You see? So this is the important derivation of this is the final result, okay? Fx and gy. You see, this here, okay, you just can plug g is equal 1. So in this side over here, you just look at here, you see from there that g is equal 1. So that's it. That's a very important property of the torsion. Torsion is linear. So it's a vector field which is linear. And the function f of g, you keep by assumption, must be smooth functions. Okay, that's it.